That's full throttle. Sounds nice, wow.
Racing through the dark with the fire in my chest, chasing every shadow, can't settle for less. The asphalt whispered secrets as the motor screams.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Got a full cutout. What is going on there? Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back, and a massive welcome to anyone new to the channel. Really good to have you here. So in my first video with the Jiusi Race WB12PRO 4-wheel drive brushless buggy, I asked the question, would it be possible to make this car do 100 miles an hour with a 28 series motor? I personally think it would be possible to do, depending on the voltage and the kVs of the motor. Maybe not today, maybe not in this video, but we've got to start somewhere. So today we're going to get the build done and hopefully take it out for its very first speed run on 4S. So let's get into it guys, we've got a lot to do. Alright, so just here, this is going to be the battery bays, or the battery trays I should say. These are going to mount to the side of the chassis. And then we've got another one here for a skid plate and a front splitter. So this is just a mounting point for whatever splitter I decide to come up with, whether it's a triangle shape or anything like that. Now the speed control I've got for it is this little 4S Spectrum controller. It's a 120 amp. So yeah, we should be able to get some decent speed out of that. And when I'm ready to change the motor, I've got this 2850 5300 kV LC racing motor, and I've got a massive 30 tooth pinion gear, I believe. I'll have to recount it. It hasn't got the number of the teeth written on the pinion, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we should be able to get at least 100 miles an hour with this setup.
Night falls fast on the asphalt's edge, metallic beasts and a turbo pledge. Sparks fly wild like a comet spur, racing machines tearing up the earth.
It's a very blunt blade. Sharper, that one.
In plate, battery bays, shitload of KV on tap. With a squeeze of the trigger when she curls up the splitter. 100 miles an hour on the map. Chrome hearts pounding in a fiery beat. Adrenaline surges, can't admit defeat.
And guys, I just wanted to show you why I use polycarbonate. You don't really want to use acrylic because it kind of shatters, but this stuff, yeah, all you're going to do is kind of dent it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, very flexible.
Is a savage tone under the glow of a silver moon. No brakes, no chains, no holding back, just fire and steel on.
Alright, so we got the splitter all finished, and the battery bays, I did have to make a couple of modifications to this one just to fit the servo here, and a little corner just here for the motor mount. Alright, first thing we've got to do is remove the battery strap mounts here and the side guards because we're not going to need them. Actually, we are going to need the battery strap and the battery strap mounts. That will be going on this tray here on the opposite side to the motor. Mark out where I need to drill a couple of holes, and then I can mount that directly to the plate there. This can be just the ESC and the GPS side over the side here. Alright, so I'm not sure if you noticed the size of the drill piece, but I only drilled the holes out to 2.38 millimeters. That's so I could use the middle one here, the polycarbonate itself, as the thread, and then on the ends of the battery bay or battery tray and the ESC tray, I'll use a longer 2.5 millimeter screw and a lock nut on the other side. That will definitely secure it to the car, and it should be able to cope with plenty of weight. It is pretty flexible stuff if it's long, but when you got short pieces like this, it is very tough. Hope it's not hitting the steering. No, it's not hitting the steering. Beautiful. May not actually get a lock nut underneath the motor mount there. I can give it a try, but not a proper lock nut, that's for sure. Alright guys, so as you can see, I went a little bit nuts off camera and I ended up finishing almost the whole lot. So I got the ESC tray mounted on this side. The ESC is mounted down with some double-sided tape. Battery tray over this side, and as you can see, we've got the stock 2200 milliamp 3S battery mounted in there at the moment because I'm going to do a benchmark speed run with this battery with the 120 amp speed control. And before we go to 4S, I've actually got this brand new GNB 3S battery that I've been saving for a special occasion. It's a 2800 milliamp 150C 3S battery. I did buy it specifically for speed runs, and I think this is the perfect car to give it its first run with. So yeah, after the stock battery, we'll give this a run, and then we'll go to 4S after that. Now I did have to trim the body a little bit just to make sure the 4S battery would fit in here nice and snug. And as you can see, it's pretty much the same inside. The only thing is I have changed the receiver. I've put a Dumbo RC X6 FG receiver in there, and that is because I'll be using my old school Dumbo RC controller with the gyro dial up the top there. So if I need a little bit of gyro, I've always got it. Alright guys, so it is 99.9% finished. We got the wheels on it. The only thing I forgot about, or I didn't worry about at the moment, was the front splitter, because I don't expect this to hit 100 miles an hour on the gearing and the stock motor. It is only 3,600 kV, so stock battery in there, as I said. Got a little bit of Velcro just here, and the GPS is mounted to that. And yeah guys, as you can see, I decided to go with the ATS wheels. I've had these sitting in my wheel box for a long time. They are brand new, and yeah, I thought they were the perfect wheel for this build. Maybe not the color, but the wheels themselves, yeah, they're really good. Look at that tiny little 2845 motor in there. All right, I got a fair bit of gyro at the moment. I probably have to turn that down because that was a lot. Yeah, it might be a bit better. I think this will be a little bit slower than the 80 kilometers an hour what I got with the stock wheels, but yeah, that's only because the wheels have dropped size. Make sure everything's working properly. God, that punch is high. Alright, seems all good. First run on 3S. Looks like I'm gonna have to wait for a couple of cars, but yeah, very soon guys. Nice and smooth. Yeah, a little bit of steering trim. Turn the steering down a little bit. All right, there's a truck coming. May as well go for the first run. See what I can do on 3S. Full throttle. The gyro seems good. Yeah, that's quite slow, guys. That was full throttle for easily 3 seconds. See what we got. Did we even get that 80 kilometers an hour? 71. So we lost 9 kilometers just by dropping the wheels, even though we have got a higher amp speed control. I definitely expected that, guys, but it might be a different story with that high C-rated 3S. So we'll get that in, see how we go with that. 2800 milliamp, 150C GNB battery, and then we've got the 70C 2200 milliamp 4S China Hobbies battery. This has been through quite a few crashes, been thrown out of and off cars many times. That'll be next. We'll get this 3S in first. All right, second run, high C3S. That sounds sick, man. That is fucking awesome. Very nice Tirana, guys. All right, I'm glad I got that car because my GoPro battery died just as it went past. Full throttle. That gyro's still a little bit too high, I think. Wow, it is very smooth. All right, nice, awesome. Very nice. Love those ATS wheels. '76, very nice, very nice. I said I'd be happy with 75, so guys, 76, that's great. Yeah, I'm not going to bother about any more 3S speed runs for today. I'm going to chuck that 4S in and see if we can hit maybe 120, 130 kilometers an hour today. That'd be very nice. Oh, signal's getting a little bit lost. Not lost signal, but it's getting a little bit delayed. First run on 4S. Oh, cut out, cut out. I really think that was the battery. Might just have to switch it off, switch it back on. Yeah, we definitely need some better 4S batteries. Not sure if it'd help having the battery warmed up. The currents might flow a little bit easier, but can't do much about that at the moment, guys. I've got no battery warmer or anything, so let's go for a second run on 4S. Really slowly on the trigger. Nope, another cutout. All right, I don't think this battery's going to do it for us. I haven't got any more 4S batteries at home either that will fit on this car. It's warming up a little bit at least. It's warming up. Try one more time. You definitely need big batteries for a speed run sort of build. Nope, another cutout, guys. 85, all right. Oh, I thought there was a car coming. Nah, 84. Nope. That was the worst one of the day. Probably only got 83 this time. Prediction, 83. If I get signal, oh, there we go. 83. Alright guys, that's it. It's going down a kilometer every single pass, so that's it. I'm packing up, going home. Got to bring it back out when we got a fresh battery. Smooth car though, very nice. Looks good. I promise you guys, we will hit 100 miles an hour with a little 28 size motor in this car. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of days since I took it out to do the first lot of speed runs. I did actually jump online and I found a cheap-ish 4S battery. But in the meantime, I thought we could maybe get the pinion gear changed out one more time and try and go for a bit faster speed on 3S. I do have a 31 tooth pinion gear that will go on this car. So yeah, let's get that installed, take it out and see if we can get any faster on the high C-rated 3S battery. Guys, it's bloody freezing out here at the moment. But anyway, we have got the 31 tooth pinion gear in there, the 150C 3S LiPo on there. It's all ready to go. So let's see if we can get close to the 85, maybe more, on 3S now that we've got the higher gearing on there. As you can see, we've got no cars today, which is awesome. It is Sunday, so yeah, I knew it'd be a good day to bring it out. Trim seems good. All right, 12 satellites. Yep, we're all synced in. So we'll get that started and we'll go for the first run with the 31 tooth pinion gear. Oh, how's that, guys? Every time start a speed run, the cars start appearing. L platers. I think that should be enough room for the first run. Check for the L plater. That's all good. All right. See what we can do with this high C rated battery and the 31 tooth pinion gear. That's full throttle. Sounds nice. Wow. Nice. Yeah, that sounds brilliant. Beautiful. Nice, very nice. All right, we've got signal back, yep. Stop, and what do we get? 92 kilometers an hour on 3S, guys. That is much better. So on 4S, I'm assuming now that we're going to be getting on the stock motor with the 31 tooth pinion gear. On 4S we'll be getting close to, you know, 120, 130 kilometers an hour maybe. So yeah, that is really good. The battery isn't even warmed up. No, the battery's not warm, so I might do 1 or 2 more runs and see if we can get faster than 32, but 92, sorry. But yeah, guys, 92 kilometers an hour, that's brilliant on 3S. No L platers, awesome. Is that a cutout? ESC cutout or signal loss? Yeah, I'm getting a tiny little bit of a signal glitch just before I get to myself. That's so weird. All right, bring it back. Did we beat the 92? 90 kilometers an hour. So yeah, I think we used the maximum, you know, currents from the battery with that first couple of runs. So I don't think we're going to be getting any higher than 92 today. Oh, got a full cutout. What is going on there? It just switched itself off. Definitely got to get a hobby wing speed control on there. It's just completely shut off. The motor's cold. Speed control's cold. No? Got everything back. That's odd. Oh, there we go. Cut out again. Hey? Well, check the speed. I don't think we're going to get any records there. No, 61 kilometers. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the speed control. It definitely does not like many full throttle runs. In any case, 92 kilometers an hour is what we're going to be going home with today. I was going to be happy with sort of 85 kilometers an hour. So yeah, to get that 90 kilometers plus is excellent. And when we get that 4S battery, I'll be able to bring it back out, and I will leave the stock motor with the 31 tooth pinion gear in there for the first 4S run, see what we can do with the stock motor, and then we'll change over to the 5300 kV brushless motor that I've got at home. And yeah, we'll definitely be looking at close to or above 100 miles an hour with that 5300 kV motor, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, guys, I really can't wait for that. 90 plus kilometers an hour on 3S with the stock motor and a 31 tooth pinion gear and a slightly faulty Firma 120 amp speed control. Yeah, I'll get a hobby wing speed control in there and it should be much better. But I'm really happy that I decided to set this car up as a speed run car. I think it's going to be a really capable speed run vehicle, and like I said guys, I'm pretty sure with the 5300 kV motor we're definitely going to be hitting the 100 miles plus. Looking forward to it. Alright guys, cheers, catch you in the next video, and as always, stay safe.